CRNFC, CH Havelocks, Air Force, Navy, Army, Police, Sri Lion. This time, the heat goes global. A powerhouse from Dubai enters the arena to challenge our lions.
More than just a platform, BogoLiv represents a lifestyle, and we are delighted to have such an innovative and energetic brand partnering Sri Lanka Rugby. We are equally proud to be working with UnionPay International, one of the fastest growing global payment networks in the world. With card acceptance in 183 countries and regions, and card issuance in 84 countries and regions, UnionPay International connects millions of consumers and merchants globally through secure and reliable cross-border payment services. Their partnership brings a strong global dimension to this tournament. This year's 7th series is particularly significant for Sri Lanka Rugby because Interclub Sevens is returning to Sri Lanka after a lapse of 4 years. The return of this tournament is an important milestone for our clubs, players and our supporters. When planning this year's event, Sri Lanka Rugby had originally invited 3 international teams to participate. The intention was very clear: to raise the level of competition and to provide our local players with the opportunity to test themselves against strong international opposition as part of their preparation for the Asian Games. Unfortunately, due to the ongoing conflict in the Middle East, 2 of the teams were forced to withdraw, despite having initially confirmed their participation and even making hotel bookings for the tour. However, we are extremely honored that UUDS Tuskers from Dubai have honored their commitment and arrived in Sri Lanka to compete in this tournament. Their presence adds a valuable international element to the competition, and we sincerely thank them for standing by Sri Lanka Rugby and being part of this year's 7th series. Another very exciting development this year is the introduction of 8 provincial women's teams into the 7th series. Currently, there are only 3 club teams actively playing women's rugby in Sri Lanka, which naturally limits the national player pool. Recognizing this challenge, Sri Lanka Rugby initiated a provincial women's rugby development program at the beginning of the year. As a part of this initiative, all 8 provincial teams participating in this tournament are fully funded by Sri Lanka Rugby. This is a deliberate investment aimed at reviving and strengthening women's rugby in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka, expanding the talent base and creating a stronger pathway for future national players. Therefore, this year's tournament represents more than just the return of Club Sevens. It represents the rebuilding of pathways, the strengthening of competition, and the continued development of the game for both men and women in Sri Lanka. Once again, I would like to thank BogoLiv and UnionPay International for their support, and the participating teams, officials, partners and the fans who continue to stand behind Sri Lanka Rugby. We look forward to an exciting and successful BogoLiv UnionPay International SLR 7 Series 2026. Thank you.
Our partnership with Sri Lanka Rugby is about more than just a sponsorship. It is about supporting a platform that brings together athletes, fans and communities while also showcasing Sri Lanka on an international stage. Events like the Sri Lanka Rugby 7 Series create excitement for sports lovers and contribute to the growth of the country's sporting ecosystem. At UnionPay, we are committed to strengthening our presence in Sri Lanka by building partnerships that connect people, commerce and experience. Together with BogoLiv, we are proud to support the initiative that celebrates sports, promote innovation and create value for the community. We look forward to an exciting tournament, outstanding rugby, and a memorable experience for all players and fans. I wish to all the teams the very best.
You know, there are 8 clubs, local domestic clubs playing in this tournament, and UUDS from Dubai is the 9th club. So what we have done in the draw is 3 groups. Each group will have 3 teams. So the first round is played in the group level, 3 games for each group. The top team goes into the semi-final, all three top teams of the three groups. In the fourth team is selected on the second best performer in the three groups. That is the most number of points scored, or if not the strikes, or the points against and for. So that is the concept. So out of the 9, one team gets eliminated because there is a shield and a ball and a play. So when the 4 teams qualify for the semi-final, this is on the concept of the Asian Rugby 7 series which was held last year. So 4 teams when they play, 2 people when they lose, 2 go to the final, the other 2 go to the plate final. So there is like a playoff. Then out of the 4, below 4 teams, 1 gets eliminated out of the 5. The 4, 2 qualifies for the bowl and 2 qualifies for the shield final. So that is the format for the men's. Then if you take the women's rugby, we have only 3 teams, A division playing rugby women's. That is Air Force, Navy and Army. So those 3 will compete each other and the championship will be done. The unique thing what I told was, under the presidency of Pavitra Fernando after he was elected, Sri Lanka Rugby started a development program in the provinces for women's team. So thereby we are fielding 8 teams in the provinces. I'll give you all the names. It was presented here. Uva Tigers, Northwestern Blacks, Uva Knights, that means Uva is fielding 2 teams. North Central Eagles, Central Gladiators, Western Warriors and Northwestern Stallions. The Northwestern has 2. And Southern Sharks. So these 8 teams will not compete with the 3 top teams. They will compete each other in 2 groups. That means 4 and 4. So each group will have 6 games. And there they will also play the same way. The two top teams will go to the cup, plate, shield and the bowl. So that's how this tournament is derived. So we are expecting an entertaining rugby event for 2 legs. We thank all the participants and the press. Without the press, rugby is no more. So we'd like to thank all of you all for being present here. And any questions you have, the tournament director Rohan Gunarathan is in the table. You can ask.
AsianMirror.lk